calculator part. So this first one, well, it's an exponential form, so let's turn it into a log. So log base 5 of 15 equals x. And then we can just go to our calculator here. Let's see if I can bring it up. So our log key, log base 5 of 15 so 1.68. So number 18, similar, there's just x's on one side, but we have to get the base and exponent by itself. So we add 1. And we have to divide by 2. So now we have 4 to the x power equals 7. So rewrite it as a log. Log base 4 of 7 equals x. Go to our calculator. Log base 4 of 7. So 1.43. The next one, well, let's write it as a log. So log base 3 of 12 equals x plus 1. So let's see what log base 3 of 12 is. So 2.26. So subtract 1. So 1.26 equals x. Number 20, let's switch it into a log. Log base e of 1.72 equals x. Well, we know log base e is the natural log. So the natural log of 1.72. So we have 0.54. Number 21, another e, but we have to get that base by itself. So e to the 2x plus 2 equals 27. So log base e of 27, 2x plus 2. So the natural log of 27 equals 2x plus 2. So let's see, what is the natural log of 27? So we have 3.29. So 3.29 equals 2x plus 2 minus 2 minus 2. So 1.29 equals 2x. So x 1.29 divided by 2. And you can see what that is. So this next one, we got an e again, so we got to get that base by itself. So negative 2e to the 6x plus 2 equals negative 8. Divide by negative 2. So e to the 6x plus 2 equals 4. So log base e of 4 equals 6x plus 2. Log base e of 4, so the natural log of 4 equals 6x plus 2. Jump back here. Natural log of 4, 1.38. And then I'm going to leave this one for you guys to solve. It's a linear one, so you could solve and see what x is. Now the last one's slightly different because we have x's on both sides. So when x's are on both sides, we log, and we log base 10, so we don't need to write it. Equals log 7 to the 5 minus 3x, and we do that so our exponent can come out in front. And now we can turn log 6 and log 7 into decimals. So control, let's see, so base 10 of 6 log base 10 of 7. So we have 0.778. And then we have log 7 of 0.854. Wonder if I can split this screen so we could see it. Let's try this. So now you can kind of see both. So now we have to do is we just have to solve by distributing. So 0.778x minus, let's see, 4 times 0.788, 3.12152 equals 5 times 0.854, 4.27 minus, so that would be 3 times 0.854, 2.562x. So now we gotta solve, so I might minus 0.778x. So we have negative 3.152 equals 4.27 minus 2.562 minus 0.778, 1.784x minus 4.27 minus 4.27. So we got negative 3.152. Whoops. And that's negative, oh, whoops, I don't know why it's being weird. Negative 3.152 minus 4.27. Whoops. So we have negative 7.422 equals negative 1.784x divided by negative 1.784. And let's see what x is. Divided by negative 0.784. So 4.16. And now when we look at this, here's our original problem. We can always double check that. So we had 4.16. So we could go 6 to the power of, I already forgot what we said our answer was. 4.16 minus 4. So what we're doing is I'm plugging that in for x. 7 to the power of 5 minus 3 times 4.16. And hopefully, if we did it right, we should get about the same answer. So something looks a little off. So I'm guessing I must have mixed up something somewhere. But we could always go back and double check everything. But I'm having a hard time doing that on here. So we'll have to double check this answer. But the process is right with those bringing the x's, logging both sides and bringing the x's out in front. So this last couple here, you run a lumber mill company and you have 1,500 trees. So if you want to sell, what does it say here? You plan to sell 4% of this trees. This can be represented by the equation. How many will it take to reduce it by 1/3? Well, 1/3 of our trees would mean we only have 1,000 left. So we have 1500 in parentheses 0.96 to the t power. Well, we have to solve for t. So if we divide by this, so let's see, 10 over 15 reduces down to 2/3, 0.96 to the t. So if we log it, log 0.96 of 2/3 equals t. So it's really just a calculator one here. Log of 0.96 of 2/3, 9.93 years. So the next one, we have an equation, 500 grams. It will reduce by 2% each year. What is the half-life? In other words, how many years will it take for only half the material to remain? So if it's half the material, we'd have 250. So if we divide by 500, we got 0.5 equals 0.98 to the t. So it's another log one. Log of 0.98 of 0.5 equals t. And you could type that into your calculator. So Miss Webster's parents have a duck farm and they currently have 200 ducks. They plan on selling 5% of the ducks each month, which is represented by that equation. How many ducks will they have after 10 months? So 200 times 1 minus 0.05 to the power of 10. How many months will it take for there to only have 12 ducks? So 12 equals 200. I'm just going to say 0.95 to the t. And then it's another one, again, where we'll use our calculator. So 6 divided by 100, so we have 0.06, 0.95 to the t. So log base 0.95 of 0.06 equals t.